繋がってるよ。強くならないと生き抜くことなんかできない。まだ負けちゃいない。起きろ。
Okay, so solo leveling is a special story, in my opinion. Not because it's that good, although it is. This is a spectacular story. Spectacular story, spectacular animation. You could tell they put a budget behind this one, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. Season one, season two just started. I'm enjoying it so far. Can't wait to see how far they take the show. Oh my God. It is good, but it's also a learning experience. I'm all about the hermeticism of life, the alchemical breakdown of things in everyday life that help us to, kind of see more of ourselves. And as the ultimate power story, and as a person who has religiously played From Software's Dark Souls series and everything involved, not only does this appeal to me, but it also, it's a nice little fantastical way to get a look at oneself. You start to show out with somebody who not only is he not at a level of strength where anybody gives him any type of respect, but he's actually earned the moniker the the weakest hunter, the weakest adventurer, something like that, to degrade a man for the power he was given, which wasn't much. Wow. And every time he shows up to do a job, somebody points that out. It's very degrading. With the ultimate death and rebirth, a man who was the weakest turns around and becomes the strongest. And to see the alchemical process take place in him from beginning to end. At first, the beginning of the story, he's a nobody. He's the weakest. He's addressed in a particular light, in a particular manner, not befitting a grown man. And then, as the realization that no, I'm not the same person I was. I'm not the weakest hunter anymore. I'm not what you people have labeled me to be, at least not anymore. Well, to see his attitude just change over the course of a few episodes was absolutely spectacular. Sometimes real life it probably isn't fantasy, but sometimes you can learn a lot in fantasy to take with you into real life. You saw as soon as he got that power, it kind of like One Punch Man, the fear of death, because we're constantly in fear of for our safety, and that kind of keeps us in a particular paradigm. And with the fear of death not eliminated, he can still die, but the odds of somebody taking his life are, with each episode getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And the more powerful he gets, the less he has to worry about. You see him not sweating things like he did in episode one, episode two. He really could not give a fuck because he knows for a fact you ain't got what it takes to beat me, at least not these days. You know what I mean? And then by season two, you turn the man into a prestigious necromancer and let him summon the backup that he didn't have before. And he really has been put into a position where things have changed. You're not going to talk to me the same way. You're not going to address me the same way. The money coming his way isn't the same. The way people deal with him isn't the same. The way the public addresses him is no longer the same. It is the ultimate alchemical lesson.